Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Yes, sir. Okay, everybody saying that shit. Alright, mic check, mic check. You
Surround
already know
sound.
the vibes. The vibes are alive. I am Sir Drew Scott Keesis. Here with Lex, Trey, and Gabby is in the shit. Man, things like a quarterback. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. A lot of shit's been going on this week. I want to start off talking though real quick about review the NFL draft. Anybody's favorite teams make some plays? Think y'all like?
Whoa. How are you just gonna skip without even introducing our guest?
He kinda did. He skipped over. He's like, that was side. That was like a side note kind of intro. Like, and there's a homegirl. It's fine. I see where I stand with you.
Okay.
Cool. I'll demand respect.
I'll get this right, y'all. So we have a special guest. We have Lex here.
Hello.
This is gonna be mainly because we're talking about relationships, and we need a female. This is gonna be a good one.
That will be a good one.
I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
You're
after
ready.
this conversation.
You're gonna be so spiteful.
I'm not spiteful.
This is supposed to be informative. We're gonna be here about all the times you've been
It's
burned.
not that I'm spiteful. It's just that there's some things that I just can't stand, and it's just repetitive. Like it's done all the time.
All the time.
It's really just done all the time. Like
Okay, but is it reactions to your all's actions, or is it like our girls the problem?
it's both ways.
I don't know. We'll see what issues you want to bring up.
Let's get into it.
Listen, it seems like everybody just wants to go straight to it.
What about the draft?
Straight to it.
This is the most important topic.
So what y'all think the biggest flaw in today's relationships are?
Social media.
Yeah,
I'm
Definitely.
about to agree with that.
I'm gonna agree with that. Social media, one thing mainly, it gives you false relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they post all these things, and you know everybody's only gonna post a good side on social, of course.
When it's like, it even goes as far as like, I've seen some couples that when they break up, they'll make a post and be like, just wanted to let the world know, like, we are splitting up, but everything's good. And it's like, why do you feel the need to explain yourself to the world like that? Like,
Our relationship is me and you.
exactly, that's wild.
And that's the problem with social media. They put everybody into the relationship. I feel like. Well, they try to get everybody involved into the relationship. Really, in reality, we just don't care.
Yeah.
We really don't care.
Did you see what social did to that? What's it called? The dude from Oklahoma. His when the girl snatched his phone.
Oh,
They try to make this whole thing on his relationship about it. He had to like get online and even like clarify like, hey, listen guys, it wasn't like that.
That was
It's
like
just
his management.
I'm gonna tell y'all right
it's
now.
like a little social media fucking up relationship.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bruh. He ain't tweet that.
That's it.
Single Lamb did not tweet that. His girl definitely got on his phone and tweeted that for him. Yeah, oh man, I want to look up the tweet real quick, but yeah, I think the problem in relationships nowadays is
Hey, Trey, can you flip that? The controller and turn that. But go on.
I feel like today's problem in relationships is like there's no communication. Communication is really trash nowadays. When they say when somebody's done with somebody, I feel like all they do is just ghost them.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about like they don't give them like what's the word that you
The closure?
closure. They don't give anybody closure. They just stop
ghost.
talking to you.
But at the same time, I feel like you only ghost someone if you're like distant enough to ghost them. Like, do you really get ghosted if you let yourself like build that relationship with someone to where you have that connection? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just ghost someone that you really do care about. And then it's like, well, who are you talking to? Like, you're willing to, like, I feel like you can read people better than that, you know? Plus, it's a respect thing. Like, if someone just...
If you get ghosted, then you really weren't paying attention in the relationship or the talking stage. Or
Yeah, I feel like you can see the signs, like, and I feel like that's where a lot of times girls will like look for signs when there's not a sign, especially if a guy doesn't care. Like, she makes every excuse, like, oh, he was busy or oh, he was doing that, but it's like, baby girl, he just doesn't care. Like, he just doesn't. Stop trying to make it. Yeah,
I can
like.
vouch for that too, bro. At points, I just don't care. Sometimes, like, I sometimes might care about the girl, but at other times, I really just don't care.
Well, and I feel like that's where people get so stuck on the potential of like, oh, but I like, yeah, you might have a crush on him and like he might be the best guy you might ever be with or whatever, but it's like if he doesn't want to put in that effort, there's nothing you can say or do that's gonna make him change his mind.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, it's just if he sees that value in you, but if he doesn't, you'll know, because you won't get that attention that you're looking for, like the basic conversation. Like, I'm not saying you have to text all day, every day. Like, I'm not saying that you have to be in constant communication like that, or like post each other on social media. Just in general, like, communication is key. If someone's busy, if a guy's busy, he can let you know ahead of time. But girls will be like, oh, like, no, he was busy, but it's like, you were worrying all day what he was doing, or like, you were just left in the dark. When if a guy likes you, like, he's gonna communicate with you.
Yeah, he will communicate.
I would say
At least say something.
I'm bad with texting, so like my last relationship, I'll be doing stuff and just like I won't text, but once I get done doing it, I'll like text and be like, hey, I was busy doing this.
Yeah, see?
But like she'll still be spiteful because I did that. She's like, you didn't text me and tell me you were doing it. I'm like, it's still the same. Like, I was gonna text you and I text you for like 5 hours, or just not text you and text you for 5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, which I guess she's wanted a peace of mind, like, oh, I'm not just ignoring her, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ghost stuff, really. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff really messes up my. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I get ghosted, that shit messes up my confidence. Like,
Really?
I'll be like, yo, what like I be looking like an idiot. I'm like, yo, what just went wrong? What's
I feel like
Yeah,
ghosting,
yeah, what
ghosting.
happened?
Got shot. Boom.
I feel like it makes you self-conscious, because then you
Yeah.
wonder, like, what did I do, like, to this person, where they wouldn't even communicate with me, like, hey, you could work on this, or like, hey, this is like, what I'm thinking. Like, they literally just did not give you a shot to change it all. It
Not
just
even
just
change,
left your ass.
Just like left
Or at
me in
least
the
let
dark,
you
like, what's
know,
going on?
yeah.
What happened, yo?
But I feel like you should be able to communicate with someone, like, hey, it's just not working out, like, no hard feelings, like, I just don't feel that spark with you, and like, at least you both will have closure, like you're
Yeah.
talking about, like,
Yeah.
it comes into play.
Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that though.
But that's just a coward thing too. Like, if you
It
want
is
to
a
ghost
coward
somebody, how are you gonna lead someone on like that and then just ghost them? Like, you're a coward for that one, and just have a conversation.
Yeah, that's the adult thing to do.
Just tell them, just being straight. Like, honestly, I think that's a problem where people try to hide too much things in a relationship. Even if it's like small little things, they just try to hide it. Like, I had that problem with my past relationship. I just hid things that wasn't even important though. It's just like I just didn't want to hear, like, have to go through the whole conversation.
But like, what kind of stuff did you hide? What kind of stuff did you hide?
Oh, it wasn't. I mean, I hit some bad shit, obviously.
Okay.
But no, I'm
You're
talking about.
girl.
Okay, I'm talking about the little things though. It's also the little things. Like one time I gave a girl a hamster, but I didn't tell my girlfriend that I gave the girl the hamster. I just gave it away, and then I made it seem like she took it, but in reality she didn't take it. I just gave it to her, but I didn't want my girl to be mad and just get jealous. Get jealous because I gave her the hamster. You know what I mean?
But that's also like, your girl should get mad at something like giving away a hamster to another girl. Like, unless there was like maybe a previous history with you and homegirl to where it's like she would feel iffy about the communication. This is what's wrong with boys. You're hiding the story.
I'm in a relationship.
Yeah. This is why you have a girl on here, because I'm gonna ask the right questions.
That's why we have.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the right.
Hey.
Then your girlfriend has terms. Like, that's fair. That's
But,
fair.
I mean, it wasn't no brief hit. I mean, okay, yeah. It was damn. Alright.
Yeah.
She called you
okay.
kid.
You were like, okay, there's bad stuff. It's not that bad. Okay, I gave a girl a hamster. I mean, yeah, like, we might have talked or fucked or whatever, but like, come on now. Like, you totally left that out.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do none of that. It was just that we kicked it one time. We was cool. Like, we were just cool. Like, it was a neighbor and we were just casually cool. And I gave her the hamster, but I feel like my girl was just jealous at the fact that I gave her the hamster. And I didn't want to have to deal with that whole conversation of me, her feeling like insecure because she's jealous. That insecure
I
conversation.
feel like, no, I don't feel like you were feeling insecurity. I feel like you were scared because you're like, oh, she gonna find out that I was talking to this girl.
No, I
In
wasn't
your heart,
talking to her.
in your heart, if you didn't tell her, I felt like you had something where you give that hamster to a girl for something in return. Like, all right, I'm gonna keep her on a little leash.
Oh, like in your back pocket?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit her up in like a month and be like, hey, how's my hamster? It's been a while.
I was scared about how my hamster was doing though.
I go to PetSmart.
Wrong.
That's my child, yo.
So, all right, guys. So, what we get from this no side hug?
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's honestly, bro. If you want to keep relationships easy, just be honest and have nobody else you're talking to. Just have your attention to somebody. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
But it's more than being a good get like in a relationship, it's more than being a good girlfriend or boyfriend than just being loyal. Like there's way more than that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can be loyal and still be a shitty ass girlfriend or boyfriend.
Guys, go ahead. If you have
Sure.
relationship questions, drop it below. We'll have Lexi answer them. She's a girl. She got all our guys fans out there. I know you guys need some help. Like, so
Oh,
drop a
my.
question below. She'll help you answer it.
We'll see. I might get him in trouble if they answer questions like him.
Get some insight on the girl's head. Right.
Oh
I
man.
don't know what I signed up for.
No, you don't know what you signed up for. to be honest.
Sign up for it.
Alright, so is our interest in other people messed up? I feel like the way I explain it, I'm gonna explain it.
Okay.
Me, I like hoes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what my problem is.
We
I just
know.
like hoes. I don't know why. I know they're not good for me. I really don't like them at the same time. But it's just the fact that I'm somehow still attracted to them. You know what I mean? Like some girls know they're not supposed to be messing with these certain type of dudes. I see them post all the time. Girls be like, they take a guy to their parents like, he doesn't go to school. Like, no, he does drug dealing. Like, girls, why do girls like that? But you know what I mean? Like, why do we are interested in stuff that's not good for us, which is like toxic for us? You know what I mean?
So you're saying like your bad thing is like you like hoes, and like for other girls it's like if a girl brought home a guy and he was just like not a good guy or whatever,
Well,
like
whatever
your
he does, I don't know,
definition
because I'm
of not
gonna
a
knock
good
somebody's
guy.
hustle. So whatever he does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like something your parents probably wouldn't approve of, like
Yeah.
rebelling against them. But it's like I feel like first of all that first one's probably just attention with like the side hose kind of thing. Like you like feeling good and like yeah, if you like having hoes, you like that
I
attention.
don't like having hoes. I like hoes. Like I
Oh.
like having them. I just like hoes.
So, Keith,
So it's like you.
you don't want the attachment. You don't want the. You just want the.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, I do not like. Bro, I don't like hoes. Like I don't want hoes. Like I don't want a group of
You don't want
females.
a group,
But like the girls I'm always interested in are hoes.
Oh, okay. I see
I
what you
see what
mean.
you're saying.
I thought you meant like you like
Yeah,
having every girl on
No,
speed dial. Like,
That's what a drug dealer thing comes in.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Like I'm not like I know I'm not supposed to be liking this kind of girl, but yet like she still strikes my interest. Like I
Yeah.
still want her, but at the end of the day, I know she's gonna fuck me up.
You know.
Yeah.
I already know what I'm about to get myself into. I just continuously keep on getting myself into the bullshit. I just don't understand like why are
I think
people
you were
like this?
love. You were loved too much, man.
You love too much. You were a titty baby.
You're like, I want somebody to treat me worse than my mom.
That really might just be it, bro.
But I think also it gets.
I want a woman to treat me worse than my mom.
No, I think it also goes with the whole like, do you want these girls to change just for you, or is it just that you like the like, oh, they could be cheating on me at any time, like, ooh,
No,
it's kind of like
what
living
it
life
is,
on the
it's like
edge.
Coincidence, ain't it?
It's just coincidence. Like I've never, bro. Every time I thought a girl wasn't the way she was, I was wrong. But every time I thought the way she was, like every time I thought the way she was, I was right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I always catch myself off guard, but yeah, I don't ever catch myself off guard. It's so hard to explain where I'm coming from, bro. It's weird. You have to see it. Like, yeah, I know like this girl ain't no good for me, but you know I'm gonna still try this shit out. But I'm just setting myself up for failure,
But there
basically.
you go. It intrigues you.
It's,
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
what it
see
is,
it.
you're
I guess
intrigued by it.
intrigued by it. Yeah.
Well, and it's something that's not easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, and I don't mean easy as in like easy to sleep with or something. I mean easy like there's like mind games to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you stay entertained with it. It's kind of like, oh, like are you texting anybody else? Like I think people kind of hang on to that. Like they could be doing you dirty at any moment and you can find out about
and
it.
I think that's why.
So it's like a rush.
And that's why I feel like dudes end up doing doing dirt first because they just want to have that thing in their back pocket, like, yo, just in case she did something to me,
Yeah.
I already did something to her, and that would just make I guess it'll make you feel better, but it won't really make you feel better.
That ain't helping the situation.
It's not helping.
That's
It's
toxic.
Because
That's
you
toxic.
cheated
Yeah.
in your head. Because you cheated in your head thinking he's cheating.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're paranoid doing the
Yeah,
wrong thing because you
you're
think
paranoid.
she doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But that's where you're projecting your own things on her, and that's not fair. Unless she's doing them, then that's
I mean,
fair.
it's
But
not,
like,
it's not fair though. But at the same time though, you just don't know. You don't know what the other person's ever doing. You can't read their mind. Like you just don't know. What
no, but you should have trust in that person. That should not even be a doubt. Like if you have any kind of doubt about that person, like I feel like that right there shows you red flag and like move on to the next one. Like you should be with someone you can completely fully trust. There shouldn't have to be a like,
That's true.
let me get one up on her just in case she tries to drop
Oh,
a
no,
bomb.
no,
Like
no, no,
I got one better, you
That's
know?
all, like, if you can take my girl, you did me a favor.
Yeah,
For
like I
real.
mean.
Yeah, that mean
That's some
that
shit,
don't
though.
trust the girl.
Exactly.
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 I had this motto back then, like I would say, I won't fight over a girl, but I will fight for my girl. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
If a
Yeah.
nigga's giving attention to my girl that she doesn't like,
Yeah.
Yes, of course, you have the right to step in.
but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight for a girl. She giving attention to that dude.
Yeah,
Giving
it's
attention back from. Be like, you know what? You won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I'll be like, you want to take her. But if you are giving attention to her and she doesn't want it, it's undivided attention, then I'm gonna step in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if
There you
it's
go.
not undivided attention, I'm not about to make myself look.
Well, I hope you do that for every girl, not just your
Fighting over
girlfriend.
a girl, not fighting
Like,
for a
guys
girl.
gotta stand up for
Yeah.
girls too. That
Yeah.
happens even if you're not in a relationship. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and that's just something that's been on my mind in general. Like, I realize there's small situations where it's like I wish I had more courage to like stand up and say something, you know. But it's just like, oh, I don't want to get yelled at. Like, then I might get dragged into it. Like, oh, I can't really do anything.
I ain't gonna say in catchy. I am not fighting for a female that's just gonna go right back to that nigga. I'm just
Okay, fair enough, fair
Because
enough.
at the end of the day, she might just end up going right back to the
I
nigga.
just
Well,
learned
and
that
that's-
key. Here's the key to that. If she's entertaining the conversation, you're fighting for her. If she's not entertaining the conversation, you're fighting for you're fighting over her if she's entertaining
Yeah.
the conversation. You're fighting for your girl if she's not entertaining the conversation.
Oh no, I was just talking about when she said like just stepping in for any girl that like just that might need it.
Yeah, I see what you
I'll
mean.
do that for my homegirls.
Yeah, I mean, if yeah, it's your
Oh,
homegirl, but if she's
yeah.
just gonna end up going back to the dude, there's no point. You're just wasting breath.
Can I get an amen?
Fuck do people keep on going back into relationships that are
That's
toxic?
toxic.
That's a psychological
That's
thing, bro.
toxic.
Like for real.
I mean, also
People
the,
get beat, they still go back. Like
Yeah.
that's been studied. Like
Yeah.
that's I forgot what it's called, but it's something to where you're so dependent on someone that's toxic to you.
Yeah.
It's like
Dependency.
yeah.
well, and also I feel like a lot of victims, like in their heads, they're like, well, I can leave at any time. Like I'm not held captive. I'm free, you know. So then it's like they trap themselves by thinking, oh, I'm free to go. I can leave at any time. But it's like that's what keeps you there is the fact that you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm still here because I want to be here. Like he'll change or something. And it's like that's where it takes like domestic violence victims like 11 times to actually leave. Like they actually did a study on it. Like you just have to be patient with those situations too. Like you never know, you know.
That's crazy.
That's sad. Just thinking about it though, because
Kids want me.
I mean, I was gonna put, yeah, I would just say it anyways. Fuck it.
Let's get from the sad part.
Yeah, no, it's still sad. I wasn't in an abusive
Ladies,
relationship.
we'll go back to abusive
I wasn't in an abusive relationship. I was in a very
You're
toxic
worth
one.
it. There's a guy out there that loves
Ready,
you.
both of you want
If some
to
guy's treating you wrong, I'm giving some keys, some life
No,
advice.
man, I'm trying to tell you right now, they do not give a damn about any guy that cares about them. I'm sorry.
Lose. Lex, what do
No,
you
it's
think
not
about
good
that?
guys always
Yeah.
lose.
They come in labs.
Huh?
It's not good guys lose or last. It's just the fact that they don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. If you treat them well, they're gonna say, "Well, I didn't ask for it."
Or you try to get something out of them. What you want? Damn, I'm just trying to hold the door. Yeah.
I think girls get trapped in that romantic idea of like, oh, he's a bad boy, but like he'll be good for me, or like he'll change me, or like, oh, he might be like a fuck boy, but like, oh, you know, I'm a golden child. He'll see that, like I have magic, and it's just like, no,
I
like
got that magical.
that's where you gotta understand, like you can't change somebody if they don't want to change, especially like they're just not gonna change, and that's where the toxicness comes into play. I feel like because they just keep holding on, like, oh, well, this won't happen next time, this won't happen next time, but it happens every time.
Happens every time. It's just a big old cycle.
For sure.
Yeah. Man. What's up? Go ahead. You had a question. You said what you
Yeah,
want
one
to
thing
say.
I want to know is, how do you? What's your opinion on this?
Alright.
The ultimate question of the decade.
That makes me nervous.
Paid on the first date.
I was thinking about this, okay? I was thinking about this.
We gotta ask the question.
He's like, bro, that chick's luckier if they make it. You're just trying to Netflix and chill over here. You're like, I'm not spending money.
First of all,
He's like, I'm not
I don't know much about
Yeah.
soulmates, but I just know my soulmate.
He's like, baby, you want to watch the
That's all I
sunset?
know.
Keep Netflix and chilling. I want to know, like, I want to take a girl out. This is our first time.
Okay, so I think.
Should I pay first or should we split it?
Who asked?
If you pay first, does that set up
Who asked what?
expectations?
Who asked
That's
out?
true.
Huh?
Who has to go out on the date?
Let's go out. It depends
So
on
you're
who
gonna
asked.
say who asked, whoever
Who
asked
asked
us
to
to
go out?
pay?
Yeah.
I mean, I hope
That's why I feel
girls
like
are
if you initiate it, you have to pay because you want them to come. It's like, you know what
I mean, isn't guys always asking girls to go out? Though?
See, but okay, that's where I feel like growing up, I was definitely raised conservatively. Like, you should not make the first move. Like, the guy should even talk to you first, and like he should be the one to ask you out on a first date. Like, my mom raised me like you should never, ever, ever chase the guy. And like when it comes to dating, it's like I was taught that like the boy should pay for at least the first couple of dates, like just to impress you, kind of thing. Because he also has to show, you know, like if you're dating to marry, kind of thing too, like thinking long down the road, then like you want a guy that's like got his finances right too and can take you on a couple dates while paying, kind of thing. Like, yes, today is a new society though, so I feel like girls can like initiate anything they want to. Girls can ask guys out like to hang out or date or whatever. I feel like the guy can offer to pay first, but also if the girl wants to pay for herself, then I see that, because that's like if I'm ever at a bar and a guy offers to pay for my drink, I say no purely for the fact of I don't want you to feel like I owe you my time. As long as I have that drink in my hand, you're gonna think that I owe you a conversation. I have a job for a reason. I pay my own bills. I can buy my own damn drink. Like, you literally get held captive, especially like if, you know, a girl is too nice to just like walk away and she holds that conversation for that one drink. He's following you for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And like it's so easy to be like, oh, well, just like reject him or just walk away, but at the same time you never know what psychos there are. You never know, like, plus you'll have guys that will be like, you know, like I've been on the dance floor or whatever, and a guy will come up being like, oh, let's dance, and if you tell them no, they'll be like, you don't want to dance with me? Like, what kind of person are you to reject me? And they'll get angry at you, and it's like, whoa, like I was having a girlfriend's night, I didn't even make eye contact with you. Like, you just have that liquid courage and you think this is okay, and it's like that's where it's just, you never know, like it's just weird. Like, I think a girl, if she wants to pay for her own thing, that's perfectly fine. And like maybe too, it's just like she sees you all as equals, and that's her way of being equal with you, instead of like one person being more dominant than the other. But also I agree with you, like I do, once I've like started seeing someone, if it's my idea, then I'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay for this, because that shows like it was my idea, so I'm not using you for your money, because I was willing to pay for it myself. You know what I'm saying?
See, me
Like,
and you were kind of raised the same way then, because I was just like my dad's like, you take a girl out, you pay for her. But my thing is, I at least want the girl to be like, oh, I'll pay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so, I'll take care of my own. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You should
Like,
never.
But even on the
You should
first,
never come with no money, just
Never.
expect
Both
me to-
sides.
Yeah.
Like,
Once
my
somebody
dad's
might
like,
look
you take a
stupid.
girl out,
Yeah.
you want to go out, you're taking care of everything, you're taking her
I'm about
out.
to put y'all my key to life right here.
oh,
This
let's
monkey
hear it.
life, bro.
Let's hear it.
Hey, bro, listen, the first 60 days, bro, we ain't paying for shit. I swear to you, the first 60 days we talking or dating, I'm not paying for shit, you not paying for shit. I'm gonna get to know you, and you gonna get to know
Fair
me.
enough. Okay.
I like that.
But we're talking about
the
dates
currency
specifically.
is-
We're not saying hanging out.
You acting like you can't just go.
We're dating. Like, you guys are just talking. Y'all want to go out for a coffee and get to know each other.
Yeah, so this is specifically
Yeah.
for a date. It's not like, oh, you're hanging out at first. This is,
Oh, no, no.
you're past
You
hanging out. Now you're
don't
going
have to
on
go-
date.
On a date, you do not have to pay for a date. You can literally go out there and have a picnic if you want
Oh,
to.
that's true.
You can go on a walk. Hell, y'all can do anything, bro. Nothing like things, bro. People so wrapped up on money nowadays, bro.
That's true.
It's just losing
Yeah.
everything, bro. That's all, bro. I don't like putting up with the OnlyFans thing. That's got me turned to the OnlyFans now.
He hates OnlyFans.
I hate the OnlyFans, bro. That's the worst shit to ever come, bro, because they're making money off of horny dudes, bro. And enough is enough.
Why is that bad?
You said enough is enough.
Bro, listen, the world is so stuck on money nowadays. It's like, I do not want to mess with somebody that doesn't have money, which is, I can understand why you don't want to mess with somebody that doesn't have money, but yet, you're just using the person for their money.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing there at all.
But that's also where it's like you should be a good enough judge of character that you can tell if a girl's using you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like a lot of people just come up with excuses for someone else or something, but it's like, how do you all not see the red flags right in front of you? Like,
It's so hard to see the red flags, though.
you like hoes! You like
I
hoes!
still like hoes. That's my problem, man. That's a big red flag for me. I know she's a hoe, but yeah, I still like her. I don't know why though. I really can't tell you why. It's like so frustrating though. Like every time, bro, I meet a girl, bro, and I just know, bro. I know what's good with her, bro. It's just like I don't care, yo.
Maybe
like,
it's also because you want you want to be able to have what every other guy wants. Like, as far as being a hoe, like, if she's a hoe, like, it seems like a lot of people are gonna want her, kind of thing. So maybe you just like that. Oh, that's
I want
mine.
to see
You
since a
know?
lot of people got her. Are you good enough? You know what Is that it? I don't know. He was. I
don't know, bro. I have a really bad judgment on females, bro. The females I like, bro.
Would you bring them home to mom? The host that you like?
If she's pretty.
If she's pretty.
If she's
My mom had met two girls in my life.
Really? See, for me, meeting my parents is absolutely nothing.
I don't bring anybody around my mom.
For me personally, just because, like, my family, like, if anything, now they have a face with a name. Like, if I'm talking about you, like, but it's casual because it's like I see my parents, I don't see them as, like, these parental figures that are just, like, in control of me. They're just, like, my friends. So it's like, oh, like, they meet all my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
To me, that's how I look at it different. I still see my parents as, like, kind of like the final say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause at the end of the day, like, even though I am my own person, but I'm not really gonna like somebody that my parents say no and I don't like them, but like, they still kind of get the final say. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they have.
When your parents know you too, you know, like.
This girl I dated, she kept on wanting to see like my family. I'm like, we're not in that stage yet. I take things by stages with me.
See, that's where I'm just like, anybody, a stranger can be my fam. I don't care.
I'm like, no, I'm bringing you close to meeting people that are important to me to marry you. That means getting in there.
I have some people that are very protective of their
If I take it to church, that means like, oh, okay, this is serious. You know what I mean? Because like these are all my congregation. Like, and if this is you with me, that means like I want this to be serious. It's not like just a little thing. Like we just like we're not just sleeping together anymore. This is serious.
Well, I think
I'm a virgin, but.
I think that also shows that like the stuff that you value, you hold close to you. So like you don't want to be vulnerable until you see that person's worthy of you showing that side of you.
Yeah.
So what do y'all know? When do y'all realize that person's the one? When do y'all feel like that?
Ooh, that's a hard one right there.
Well, I'm not married yet, so.
That is true. Yeah, I can't say nothing. Ain't nobody here got a ring.
Well, and it's like, do people really?
When I knew she was.
I feel like, do people really know, like, if someone's the one? Also, I feel like a big problem in dating right now is that people will date for so long that they just feel like the next stage is to get married. Instead of being like, wait, do I actually like this person? Like, do I really want to spend the rest of my life with this person? Like, I feel like they just see it as another stepping stone, you know?
And that's why so many divorces are on, because you were just, I feel like people are just, there's more just settling than anything.
Remember when we did that, would you rather, and we said, would you rather be sadly single or sadly married?
No, you said, oh yeah, skip that question.
Yeah, oh yeah, we just skipped it, didn't we? Yeah, I said I'd rather, like, you would rather be, sadly single till I find somebody, you know what I mean? Because, like, if you're sadly unhappy, you're unhappy in a marriage, your partner must be unhappy in a marriage. I ain't got to deal with your unhappiness.
Well, and then you bring kids into it. Then you think kids are going to fix the marriage. And it's like, kids, like, why do you think that's going to work?
It just keeps going.
Exactly. Well, and then the poor kids, like, look at how many people's parents are divorced. Like, literally almost all my friends, you know?
That's 50% divorce rate.
But also there's like people where like my parents, like they've been married for 20 something years and it's like they had their issues, like they really had to work through, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all up for debate.
That's where I was gonna get into the conversation about single parenting, you know, like I feel like nowadays everybody's just like, we're just normalizing single parenting, which is, I mean, it happens, so I'm not gonna say that it's like it could be a bad or a good thing because it depends on the situation, but I just feel like we're normalizing now, like, you don't have to be married to somebody to have a kid. Like, just have a kid whenever, then you're financially messed up because you have to be like take care of your kid, and then you have to have your normal life going on, but yet the other person's not doing anything. It's just a whole bunch of mess. So I'm just asking, what do y'all think about single parenting nowadays?
First of all, whenever someone gets pregnant, my first thought is always like, did they not use a condom? Did the birth control not work? Like, did they not pull out? Like,
we are reaching to some young audience. Use a condom.
I thought this was about to be
control. Like, we know you guys are doing it.
When it's like, that's where it's just like, for people that aren't married and stuff like that aren't preparing for a child, it's just like, was this purely on accident, or were you like trying to trap somebody? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, where did this come into play?
I feel like people just lie to themselves all the time and just pretend like it's not actually there. I feel that way about all problems. You know what I'm saying? They just it's not gonna happen to me. But if you had sex, you can't have a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I never shamed the people like in high school who was having kids young. I mean, I'm not a virgin. That could have been me.
Yeah.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is.
And also, if you're about to have sex with anybody, condom is good, keeps you from STDs. First of all, second of all, like I said, it keeps you from it keeps you from kids, guys. Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I hate condoms, yo. That's the worst shit that ever been created.
You hate condoms and love hoes.
Yeah, it's a horrible combination right there. I hate condoms, but I love hoes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably
a horrible combination. Don't take your key life advice.
That's not my key to life advice. I just hate condoms, bro. I'd rather not have sex, bro, than use a condom.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it's not, but still. I hate that shit. Oh god, bro, those shits are the worst, bro. Nah, bro, because I don't want to get deep into that, but anywho, hey, bro, y'all seen the UFOs? Have you ever seen the UFOs on the
No.
on ABC?
Yeah, I've seen that. That's crazy.
You ain't seen that?
No, I think I saw something on Twitter about that they released unseen footage, but then someone else was like, that shit's from like 2017, like it's been out.
I can't lie, bro. I think all that shit's some bullshit. I think everything news posts is bullshit, bro.
Do you think there's aliens out there at all?
Yeah, I think aliens are living among us now.
Oh, really?
Really?
Do you think like humans are aliens, or do you think like they're just like, we haven't seen them, haven't heard them or something?
Man, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I feel like,
Change plans. Back to time life, please.
dang, I don't want to be like a racial problem, but I feel like a lot of high-powered white people are aliens.
Oh, like the Mark Zuckerberg, like lizard people thing.
I really feel like they're aliens, bro. They're weird as hell. They are weird as hell. I'm not saying all. I'm saying the higher ups, the people that have like a lot of power.
They're like, so you think geniuses are aliens?
Not geniuses. I just think like the Mark Zuckerbergers, the Rothschilds. Yeah.
Do you think Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is definitely an alien.
He's the leader.
Because they think different, you know what I mean?
They think different, but it's just like they just move weird, yo. Like the way they are, they're just weird to me. I don't know. I'm just weird as hell. Like weird is just me not being able to explain something. When I say weird, I just can't explain it to the point where I want to like where it makes sense. So I just say weird because it's like gets me straight to the point. I don't want to explain shit, but it's weird as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I feel like it's a distraction though. The UFO stuff going on. I
You
feel
know
like it's
what's
a distraction.
funny? You said alien, right?
Yeah.
Those people that you name, aren't they all like foreigners? That's like the definition of an alien.
I mean, yeah, aliens are foreigners. They're not from here.
Yeah, so hey, they could be. I mean, who knows? That's just a funny thing. I thought I'd look that up, because I know the definition of an alien looks like weird.
Yo.
Hey, little baby.
What's good? No, I'm just this dog in the. Yes, sir. Anywho, yo, y'all been anywhere since things been opened up?
Yeah, well, I haven't done to Florida, but that was for my grandpa's funeral. But in Florida, in South Florida in particular, you have to wear a mask to go into a store. You're not allowed in without it. In North Florida, it's not like that, but they also have like gloves at gas stations, so you can pump your gas and not have to touch anything.
So you don't use the same gloves that other people use?
No, they have a box and you just keep pulling them. They're like lunch lady kind of gloves, that like thin plastic. Ain't true.
I haven't been anywhere, bro. I still kind of been just staying inside, doing my thing.
Shaking her hand.
Like, I don't even like going outside as it is.
I still ain't trying to risk anything.
Y'all got any quarantine blues? Anybody got somebody they've been teasing during the quarantine? Ready to link up with? Y'all know you got a girl, so you ain't got a...
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so, yeah.
This girl the other day.
Yeah, all the time.
I had a quarantine blue. She ghosted me, though.
I ain't worried about no feelings.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That kind of hurt my feelings. Because I was really hoping the best. Well, I expected the worst.
I go in between Chattanooga and here. My boyfriend's from Chattanooga though, but I've taken advantage, Trig, of the quarantine to hang out with my parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've been going home quite a bit more than I usually go home.
That's all I've been doing was quarantine with my parents. I ain't gonna lie. DCU, bro, them RAs are really mean, bro.
Them what?
DCU, you never been to DCU? Crib University? Them RAs, bro, they be on some.
University.
They really be on some shit, man. But I like it there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been eating good ever since I've been home.
Oh yeah, that's kind of why I've been trying to go home. That's why I've been trying to go home, not go home so much, because it's like, alright, I live my life on a budget. I go home and get used to this, like eating lavish, and I'm gonna come back here.
Get back to your ramen diet.
And then outside of my budget, I'll be like, damn.
My parents have the mentality of like, oh, let's put some meat on those buns too. So I'm like, yes, steak and
I go back
ribs.
to my apartment. I gotta live on my budget. I can't come here and just start eating. You know what I did? I take advantage of
me
it.
by that. Nah, bro. I really do miss the. I ain't gonna lie. Quarantine was fun though. I don't think, even though I think this shit's going on until 2021, it was fun. I had fun with my quarantine.
If it goes on that long, we'll go crazy.
No, it's definitely gonna go on that long. People are, bro, Americans are idiots, bro. Have you seen us? Bro.
This that open, everybody's like, oh, let's go, let's go.
Nah, bro, these niggas are protesting a virus. How do you protest a virus, bro? Like, be real, bro. It's a virus. How do you protest it?
Are they protesting opening the economy back up, or are they protesting the
No,
virus?
they're opening the economy.
Alright, that's the same thing as protesting the virus, bro. You
No,
can't do
it's
nothing with a
not.
virus. You can't do nothing with a virus, bro. A virus is gonna get you regardless. Even if you're getting good health and all that, bro. The virus is gonna get you regardless, I think. That's personal, though.
It's just, to me, it's just people who value corporate over health.
Yeah.
Corporations. And to me, that's just America.
I mean, but also at the same time, when, if not now, when are we ever gonna start opening back up? You know?
When the doctors say so, that's what I think.
Yeah, that's why.
There ain't a doctor in CDC or in WHO that recommends any state to open up in the U.S.
And you still open it up.
Well, I mean, it is the
But if we
law,
don't
though.
open
It
back
is the
up,
law.
we
The
will-
governors, mayors do
If we
have
don't-
control.
If we don't open back up, y'all realize we could possibly go to another depression, right? Like, this can go on, and like, the economy could, like, crash.
Let me ask you,
My
what do you
20
think
I've
is
been going
worse?
through
What do you think
depression
is worse?
Through my 20s,
A
bro.
depression or millions of Americans dying?
Depression will lead to millions of American poverty dying, too.
No, it's not, bruh.
I want to see how many people died in the Great Depression.
It's crazy how many like young people are don't seem concerned about the virus for how much juuling was a thing. Like vaping and like even just like smoking in general, it's like for how much the young people like went through that phase of juuling, like you're not concerned
7
about your
million people
lungs.
died in the Great Depression.
But also doesn't Corona only have like a 2% death rate?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
It's like really small, which it is like people with pre-existing conditions and like, you know, respiratory, like anything with your lungs, but it's also like those people can stay inside. Which I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like those people can stay inside if they know they're more at risk. You know what I'm saying? But why should everyone else not go on with their life as long as you're practicing good hygiene? Like, I don't see people just sneezing in each other's mouths all the time.
But then again, there are some people that just have no regards for good health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are some people like that.
The people that ruin it.
Yeah, they feel like they're invincible against everything. But
Plus, the coronavirus is killing the black community. Trump was talking about that like last week.
Because the black community is the poorest community.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why.
well, that is.
And then they opened Atlanta up back up. I was like, sheesh.
Oh, yeah, I had to get up out of Georgia, bro. I ain't gonna
He
lie.
said open Atlanta back up.
Yo, they bugging.
Do you think it's at any point though it's kind of like natural selection at some point?
Yeah.
But the only thing is like it sucks when your job opens back up and like you're forced to work because we're a slave for our wages. You know what I'm saying? Like we are a slave to having to get a paycheck, and that's just like that's where you're forced to do things you might not want to do. Even if you have a compromised immune system, you still might have to go to work because it's not working. But unemployment I hear is paying fire right now.
Oh, yeah, they got bans. No, okay, not bans. They're giving out a lot of money.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But,
I wonder when they're gonna stop giving out the extra $600 though for COVID.
Spread her legs and fly away.
until it's done, I think. Well, I hope.
But when is it done? When does it ever get deemed done?
Back open.
Yeah, if we're slowly opening, when does the 600 stop? It's also up in the air. And plus, like, you know, if they don't stop it, why would everyone want to go back to work? Like, you know, you can totally survive. And, like,
This is gonna be a process. Even if everything goes back to normal, like right now, I mean, everybody ain't going back to work. Everybody's not getting rehired. Like, it's gonna be a process.
what processes, like, moving forward, I feel like something's got to change. Like, America's gonna be changed by this. Moving forward, what do you think will happen? What do you think the difference will be? Like, now when you go to a gas station and you talk to the clerk, like, there's that, like, you know, piece of plastic in front of you. And it's just that little window, but, like, are those gonna stay there? Or when the pandemic is quote-unquote over, are those gonna go away? You know?
I think they should go. I think they should keep it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea to have them separated from the
Well, what's bullshit
customers.
is that they're keeping that, but they ain't keep the to-go alcohol.
So what's
I was like, damn, we was doing good.
Yeah, to go.
2019,
Megan to help copyright.
24 to 62,000 would die from just the flu, right?
Yeah.
Right now, we're at 68,000
She's a
deaths
natural.
for the coronavirus.
Well, and my mom's in healthcare, and she said a lot of times too, like up in New York, if you die of anything, they're just
Yeah.
saying put
Right,
it as
COVID,
COVID.
yeah.
And it's just
New York,
like-
New York has the most. They have 330,000 confirmed cases with 18,000 deaths.
Which, like, the more cases you have, the
You're
more
beating
money
the
you
second
get.
leading people by like 11,000, which is New Jersey.
Rolling
Like,
Damn.
It's crazy.
You're literally beating the second.
They're gonna be
leading-
closed for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like,
How the hell does that happen from what? That's why I say that shit about man eating a bat some bullshit, bro. How does that happen from one dude eating a bat, bro?
From a bad.
Like I seen, bro, like people trying to eat snakes, like random animals and stuff,
He
bro.
probably took some girl out on a date. The girl made him pay for the date. I'm gonna end my life.
she was like, oh.
Ain't a bad.
I'm gonna eat this bat.
Yo, that shit just wild to me, bro. And then that started from right there and got all the way to America and all these countries. Yo, like how?
I seen that thing too, but this it was from a lab.
That's why I think it's from a lab. I think all this is
Lab.
chemical and biological warfare, bro. Because y'all remember when everybody in China was protesting the government?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Well,
yo,
it's
stay
been a
woke.
crazy few months.
Yeah, bro, they was protesting the
Oh my
government,
God.
bro.
Australia was on fire.
I feel like another side of the pandemic that's kind of sad is like when you go in the grocery store, people are not friendly. Like they're very don't even look at me. You might give me
Yeah,
cooties
might
kind of
get
thing.
sick.
And it's like, where is our humanity of like working together? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's just very fearful right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but that is a good reason to be scared, bro. Because bro, none of our parents or grandparents have seen anything like this. Like, they really haven't seen anything like this, so they're scared too. So they don't know what to do. Like, that's understandable why you don't want nobody near you or to be like very mean because you just don't want to be friendly. Then you get friendly, then boom, you sick.
Yeah.
I'll hate getting sick off that shit.
I was talking to a lady when she was checking us out down in Florida, and she said that she had gone, I think to China or somewhere, but it was like where they were wearing masks. And she said that once the illness was over, people would still wear masks in public, but it was a sign of like, leave me alone kind of thing. Because they like the privacy of like, people aren't as like trying to talk to you if your mouth is covered. And so it kind of symbolized like, leave me alone. So she said like, people continue to wear them, and it's not so much like health, it's more like, just leave me alone.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I'm saying. I might
Kind of like, do not
My
disturb.
mask on.
Yeah, keep my mask on and headphones. You not gonna fuck with me at all.
Yeah.
I like that idea though, because hey, bro, sometimes when you go out, bro, you don't want. I hate going out and I run into somebody I know and I have to act like I'm friendly. But even though I am friendly, I just don't want to talk to you. I just like it's nothing that you did. I just don't feel like talking.
Yeah.
I just want to be to myself. But what was that alarm for?
Would you rather I not tell you? Yeah.
I was just
Want
one
to
more.
stick it in my
Oh.
face? Lie.
Back to relationship real quick.
Oh yeah.
In a relationship,
Mom,
sex.
what do you want from me?
I just know that my soulmate's gonna let me smash first night. That's all I know. My soulmate.
Is what?
I thought you said stalemate.
I know. Don't let me hit.
He's like, I like the hose.
No, I'm talking about my soulmate.
You
She gonna let me smash first night. That's all I know.
Oh,
That's
your soulmate gonna let you smash the first night.
first night. That's all I know.
You don't think if she does that with you, she does that with everybody?
I mean, shit, I do that with everybody. So what makes it different? That's my soulmate.
Right.
Boy.
Again, kids, get tested every year for STDs, okay? Every year, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't get tested.
Nothing wrong with positive health.
It is positive health. You know?
So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I do be wanting to hit on the first date, but if a girl hit me on the first date, I'm most likely not gonna go far with her. Cause
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
like she just said, if she hit you on the first date,
You probably know she's hit everybody else on a
What else
first
is there
date.
now?
yes,
know what
you're not the only one. So
Well,
guys,
it's
she
like-
hit you on the first date, or girls, if he wants to fuck on the first date, that's not the guy.
Granted, it is case by case, but also let me address, some girls like to be like I understand girls can want sex too, like you do you, that is completely like go women, but also I feel like a lot of girls sleep around to try to find self-worth,
Yeah.
because they think, oh well, I want this guy to want me, and this guy to want me, and this guy to want me, because it's like, if you're not even getting off during sex, don't try to tell me that you're having sex because you're having fun or you want to, like, plus if you want sex, why can't you just stick to one person and not put yourself more at risk for diseases? Like, so many girls destroy themselves, and I feel like it's a new fad to like maybe like just put yourself in that position kind of thing, but it's just like whatever you're looking for, you're destroying yourself in the process because you're giving a piece of you to all these guys. And it's like, do you not kind of feel like I don't know. I don't want to say a girl like should feel weird about it, but at the same time, like everybody's been with you. Like, how does that make your self-confidence happy? Which, if it does, like, kudos to you. But 9 times out of 10, it destroys a girl. Being like, oh well, these guys will have sex with me, but they don't want to date me. They don't want to see past that. Like, they don't want to keep hanging out with me, and it destroys a girl. You know, when she's trying to make it seem like, oh, it's on my terms. I hit him up to like have sex, and it's like you might have hit him up, and he like, yeah, he had sex with you, but like that's gonna destroy you if that's all he wanted from you because you were the one that went for that, you know?
Yeah.
I got a question.
I swear, we just had 3 guys in here for this episode.
I swear, this should be so
It was
toxic, bro.
great having Legs.
Different.
But yeah, it was great having you on, Legs. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, I appreciate
It's
it.
been great having a female perspective on this topic. What? Key, what do you mean by this?
Oh, biggest issue on both sides of the relationship because I was trying to, but we basically talked about that in the flaws. So.
Not this. Is it? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. All right. Well, I mean,
There's a lot of rejection.
yeah, sex on the first day. I'm iffy about that. Everybody just read it from your perspective.
I feel like it's case by case kind of thing. Like if you're really feeling it, maybe like that's just you really feeling it. But at the same time, like you really like don't judge a book by its cover, but also don't be mad that the world judges you for how you let yourself be perceived. Like you show yourself to the world some kind of way. You wear like. No, like, I don't, like, girls can wear whatever they want to, guys can wear whatever they want to, cool, but also, like, you chose to present yourself that way to the world, and you know, like, stereotypically, or, like, what an image looks like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's right, I'm saying that's how the world is, like, that's just, you can't be mad at the world for judging you for how you made yourself look, and you wanted to be perceived.
I mean, obviously you did it for a reason too.
Yeah.
You want the attention, you got the attention. Sorry, it's just not the attention.
I mean, it doesn't have to be about attention,
I think,
though.
okay, you know, that was my fault. That was horrible wording on me. I can't say attention because this is, I can't say that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, yeah, that's where it's like, it's a fine line to like watch your wording kind of thing, because that's where it's like, you know, I'll be at my house and be in a sports bra and, you know, booty shorts just because I'm the only one there. That's what I want. But also, if I want to walk out in public like that, like, I'm comfortable in my body. I'm comfortable doing that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not looking for attention. I'm just big chilling. And so that's where it's like, you know, I'm not going to think someone's crazy for looking at me like I'm crazy for looking like that. But like, you just can't be always accept, like, you can't push like, well, this is normal. Like, why are you judging me like that? When it's like, what are you talking about? You know that's not normal, and you knew people were gonna fight you on it. Like, at least just own up to it. Don't try to be like, yeah, what's up?
I said this quote back to like Bart, if you remember this. Bart, if you're watching this, go ahead and comment. I said it back in the day. I said, just because she's being nice to you doesn't mean she wants your dick. It goes the same way. Just because she has on booty shorts don't mean she wants your dick.
Exactly.
All right,
Can I
guys?
get an amen?
No.
Shorts on
The booty shorts.
don't mean she wants your dick. Just because she's nice to you don't mean she wants your dick. She's being friendly, trying to have a normal societal relationship.
Well, it's like, yeah, that's where we gotta just stop like sexualizing girls, which I know is so much easier said than done, but like you just gotta look past like, and that's where it's just a battle that we're constantly gonna fight, because like I feel like women even women's ads sexualize themselves, like, you know, a commercial for even something like a razor, like it's like, oh, like she's shaving her sexy legs, like it's not about like, oh, this is a good razor, look at how good it is, like it's like, oh, look at me, like,
I'm
whoa.
trying to change with marketing. That's why I got the marketing. It's like, wow, people consume so much crazy stuff. How can I like change these messages that are being sent out? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because marketing pretty controls a lot of things, like in like our society, how society is, how what is acceptable in society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is not acceptable in society. A lot of that runs through marketing. That's kind of one of my things too that edged me on a little more too. I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. These are the people controlling what like all these. You know what I mean?
Wait, I got a question, Lexi. What do you think about the slut walk?
The slut walk, what does that mean?
Oh,
You never heard that?
Slut walk. Oh man.
Oh man.
I gotta hear a female's opinion on this.
Yo.
She doesn't know about it.
You know what a slut walk
We
is
should have a
like?
whole section on slut walk.
Slut walk. Is that like the day after walk?
No.
It's
Oh.
no.
She really clueless, huh? That's
It's not really it's
That's a good, that's a good thing.
Not everybody's gonna know about that. It's like a
What does that mean?
the slut walk is a transitional movement called for an end to rape culture, including victim blaming and slut shaming of sexual assault victim. Oh my gosh, we are sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry.
We were sorry. You got the wrong message from Amber Rose.
You all literally took that and you
We are
made it what
sorry.
you
We
wanted.
edited this.
You
Yeah.
made that what you wanted it to be. You're like, oh, slut
Amber
love.
Rose.
So we've got them all at one time.
Amber Rose explained it to us wrong. That's where
What
I
is it
got mine
called?
from. I don't even know much about it.
Oh, hold on, y'all see the Amber Rose video?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know. So we got that wrong. Sorry to all the victims out there. We do not joke about stuff like that. That's a serious matter.
But wait, what is it called though?
It's called the slut walk.
Oh.
Yeah, that's literally the name of it, but it's not like in that kind of way. I guess it's just named like that.
So
to
it's
grab
victim
attention,
blaming.
you know?
The slut walk is.
Yeah, it's not
like,
a name to grab attention because once you
Victim
grab
blaming?
attention, you come and you have to
Yeah.
research it.
yeah, that's victim blaming.
Yeah, so
That's
like,
not cool.
Yeah, so there is a movement to like kind of be like, hey, pay attention to this. Don't be blaming the victim because she got raped. Doesn't mean like the same case we're talking about. Just because a girl's wearing booty shorts don't mean she want to have sex with you because she was wearing low bras doesn't mean you have the right to rape her. Doesn't mean she was wanting sex with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that whole victim blaming thing. Right? So yeah, oh guys, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, wow.
We have a
apologize.
computer to look that up before we put that episode out.
I'm trying to find this little slut nigga video.
The little what?
They had a buddy was having a conversation with Amber Rose, and he's like, she says, so what do you call it? So what do you call a guy having a lot of sex, having sex with a lot of girls? A slut maker. It was a funny ass. It was a funny ass video.
But that's our topic, man. That's our thing on relationship. We're gonna let Lexi get the last word. Lexi, their last thing on relationship. Please educate them out there. What is your key to life in our relationship? How do you go about it?
Okay, so cue to life. First of all, I think one of the most important things, honestly and genuinely, is that someone can make you laugh. Because especially like as cheesy as it is, when looks fade, like that person's gonna keep you laughing. You know what I'm saying? But like good humor, not like they're laughing at you, not like you're laughing at them. Just like good, like y'all crack each other up. Because I feel like no matter how mad you get at someone, if they can make you laugh, like you're gonna be able to forgive them. You know? But it's just like if someone can't make you laugh anymore, that's when you're done and you're checked out. You know, I feel like communication is an important thing too, but like not just, I don't feel like talking about it, like you have to communicate with someone like this is why I don't feel like talking about it. Plus I found something with my boyfriend is like, we had a thing because where I was like, he was kind of from the north, so I was like, I didn't know if I was used to those like southern boy manners or if he just wasn't raised with manners. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was just small things like I was
You said
carrying.
he's from the north?
Yeah, he was from the
That's a
north.
big difference.
See, that's where I was like, no, he's just from Ohio. But I was just like, or not Ohio. He was from Florida, but his parents, like his dad is from Michigan, and then his mom is from Pennsylvania. And so it's just like, I didn't know if maybe in the north it was like they just didn't do the things that I expected, or if it was just like he didn't have manners. So that's where we had to have a conversation.
There's really such a thing as southern hospitality. Man.
Well, and that's where I told him what I expected, but I also backed it up and I was like, listen, this is how I was raised. Like, because it was one thing, like my dad asked for help splitting wood, so he like went to go help. Well, then when he was done doing that load, my dad went over to load up another trailer of wood, but my boyfriend just came back and hung out with me and was like, oh, I guess I'm done. But it's like in my family, if someone says help me, you do it until the task is done. You don't just stop. So that's where like,
bond with him a little, he didn't
yeah,
understand.
but that's where, you know, to his perspective is I normally don't like to be bothered. So, and like, he's like, I was like, you know, if I'm putting the dishes away, I'd appreciate it if you just helped. And he's like, well, baby, you know, all you have to do is ask me. But to me, it's like, if I keep asking you to do these little things, that just shows me what little things you're not helping me with. And now I feel like I'm nagging at you, and now I'm angry because you're not helping me at all with little things. So it's just, that's where I communicated with him, like, listen, this is how my family is, this is how my background is, like, this is why I expect what I expect. And ever since, and I'm telling you, like 180, every time we stop the car, what can I help you with? Can I grab any bags for you? Like, you know, just like literally 180. And that shows also, like, girls listening out there, that shows a guy wants to be with you. The fact that not only did he hear me out, not only did he want to understand me, but he changed. Like, he changed. And that's what girls need to understand. If a guy really wants to change for you, he will. Don't make excuses for him. Final piece.
Trey, what's your key to life on relationship?
My key to life is basically what Lexi said, communication, because like that problem that she had, if they would have talked that out, then it would have been a wrap. It would have been done. Yeah.
Alright. My key to life, and then we're gonna let Key close us out and tell us his key to life. You guys are right. It's communication. It's crazy. I was growing up, my mom always told me that. communication, because you can solve about anything with communication. So that's my key to life. But also one of my key to life for relationship is space. I love my space. And some people are just like that. They just like their space. Like, I'm a guy, I'm gonna think a lot in my head, but I'm not always gonna tell you everything I'm thinking, you know what I mean? So
don't be prying in your mind kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's just how I am. I can't change that. And if I want to tell you, I'm gonna tell you. So that's just how that goes. Key, what's your key to life?
My key to life, I don't want to listen.
Love the hose.
Hold on. I want the camera recording for this one.
Oh, it's recording on that one.
Oh, okay. Nah, y'all gonna feel me on this one. Listen, I'm not a hoe. I do have some intentions where I just don't think right. I mean, I don't say think right. I just think outside the box. But my key to life is let the universe work. Let the universe work. If there's red flags, know the red flags and don't keep on going towards it. Let the universe work.
Yeah.
Everything will happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. If that person doesn't want to talk to you, that's God telling you, listen, this person is no good. If this person doesn't want to be with you, that's God telling you the person doesn't want to, like, this is no good. It's not going to work out. Don't force anything. Just let the universe work. Once you let the universe work, everything comes together. The universe is a crazy thing, bro, but it never lies. That's one thing. That's one person that has never lied to me, was the universe. Which is kinda sad. But the universe will never lie to you. And that's my key to life. Not even trust the universe.
Don't even trust the universe.
I thought I said trust the universe.
You said trust the universe.
Yeah.
I thought you said don't even trust the universe.
No, you gotta trust the universe. That's it, really. Just trust the universe. It won't lie to you.
So timing, so just be patient.
Be patient, timing. I've been watching a lot of Star Wars, so I've been on my Jedi shit. Like, it's ass in the air, don't.
Go ahead and close this.
Oh no, we gonna close this out, okay?
Hell yeah.
Oh, close this out. We still recording? We are still recording. Are we still recording? Yes, sir, we're still recording. I'm gonna give a shout out to the first time and last time listeners were to Joe Budden. I'm gonna give a shout out to anybody got any shout outs? Shout out
Academics.
Academic, shout out.
Tyler Seaberg.
Shout out to the fam as always.
And shout out to my petite women because I love them all. And
Did you say petite women?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
my queens, I love them. I'm sorry. No, it's just different having a female on here, but it's just that's how I
Because you
do
get
my
called out
outro.
for your bullshit.
He always.
How about that hamster?
He loves his.
The hamster, I think the hamster died. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last time I talked to the caregiver.
Alright guys,
she
thank
said
you
it
for
was dead.
tuning in again. We're gonna start this. This is something we want to do once the show ends. I want to give you a little advice. Guys, I know you guys are stuck at home and you're thinking everything is crashing, but this is a good opportunity to take advantage of some stuff. If you're out there, go ahead and research some stuff. If you're getting that free money, free check, also getting unemployment, you're not really spending it, invest in some stocks, guys. You're not going out and buying drinks every night. Research some stocks. It'll be, I promise you.
Start an IRA.
Yes.
Get your LLC.
Everything is going down right now, but think in your head, just do think that's gonna happen. Things are gonna either keep crashing or we're gonna come back. So if you invest in something right now, you're gonna get a good return once everything starts flowing. So do some research. Find companies that you love. Don't just invest in something stupid. Like, find something you care about, something you love that you can keep track of. And you're like, okay, I'm interested in this. So yeah, do some of that. Get into that. Don't just waste your time. Be productive. Find something productive. I know it's easy, but that's my little advice. And we are.
Oh, and that's Key because I'm Key and this is Key to Life Podcast. Woo! Oh, yeah! I just had to throw that in there. That was perfect timing. That was good. You got to.
Benz. I really need no you.
Taylor.
I'm saying.
Taylor.
I'm really 5 bands, man. Mind on my paper, so my paper keep on piling up. Your mind on you, bitch, so you keep on playing step pops. She be in your pocket like, baby need some diapers. I be in your air like, Hey, where my head at? Now I'm in her mouth, so I guess I got my answer. Kiss on her face and shit, then she go and wash it off. Did you even wash it off? Nah, boy, I like it taste. When you get back home from working all damn day, then she run up to your ass, get the kissing in your face. Brody, how my shake taste? Salty, now you salty, cause she trifling. Saucy, Louis, I been saucing since the 90s. Gunpowder in my veins, so I keep it on me. Won't hesitate to blame your ass, I thought I saw Freddy. All my homies like to kill for fun, call them Chucky. Ran off with the pack, I told the plug, fuck. He kept on calling me, and that plus I didn't call back. If you holding up on the pack, you know it's on site. Scratch that, we gon' pull up to your mama crib in our all black. And we don't need no damn ones, we just got big guns. Chopper get to sinking, you can call us selling Dion. Louis super bloody, oh my god, I need a tampon. Smoking on that gas, got me feeling like an eagle. Boy, where I'm from, you get hurt for a dollar bill. It ain't about the money, boy, it's all about the principle. I got shooters that gon' shoot if I say so. Bullets, they gon' come like you seen in a relay. Boy, you better hope you was Neo in the Matrix. Mine on my paper, so my paper keep them piling up. Swear to God, I'm the freshest African you ever seen. Came from the bottom, LIB out the motherland. Slum to the States, started chasing Ben Franklin's. Words that I spit to your ears, it be medicine. The game ain't the same, most of your nigga enemies. Oops, I mean friend of me. Smiled in my face when I turn around, you envy me. I don't get no, my Glock keep me company. My girl keep me company. My son keep me company. I'm the realest that you ever seen. I got real that gon' shoot if I say so. Bullets, they gon' run to you. You seen both of you. Shots fire, man down. Ricochet, ate your man. Now he eating baby food. His stomach in a plastic bag. I keep on selling dog food. Last of the dawn, I'm the best I ever did this. Flow sick like Kendrick. I grind hard like Lupe. Kick push. As a youth, I push wood. Backpack with drugs, selling coke to the cool kids. My life is a film, and your life so fabricated. My girl is a dime, and your girl so animated. Choosing call my black cock, probably call my dreadlock. THOT. I don't trust no thought. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't need no intro. It's Ben's talk. I just run it all. It's Ben's talk, man. Get the, you know what I'm saying? I'll just get it to you small, man. Ben's got bangs, man. So, I'm sorry. She really catch it back, man. I run this shit.